Good afternoon, everybody. I want to do a special little show today, mainly because I would like to thank everybody um, for all the views I got. So the first thing I want to touch base on is please like and subscribe to the show. It'll help me grow the show. It'll help me be able to spend a lot more time on it, which that's my goal for this next year is to upgrade the entire production, have it button it up a little bit. Right now, I'm doing absolutely no editing. Whatever you see is what you get. If my little one comes into the video, then you're going to see it. You know, um, I would like to upgrade my background, everything that I do about it. So my goal would be to get to 1,000 subscribers this within the next year or two. I know it's going to take time, especially considering right now I'm sitting on 60. But it sounds like it's very little, but that's grown by 20 literally in the last 2 to 3 weeks. And this last show that I did, I had an enormous 1,100 views so far, 1,100 plus actually on my UFC 320 video. I'm not sure what I did different. I'm assuming I got a couple subscribers that maybe have subscribers themselves, which I greatly appreciate. I owe everybody a thank you. I don't want to ramble on too much about that, but I really do appreciate it a lot. And just please like and subscribe. Look me up on Twitter. Right that's my Twitter right there at GGIP on X. I even have a small Discord that I started. We only got about 20 people in there. We just, chat back and forth on stuff that we like. If you would like to join it, shoot me a DM on Twitter and I can get you the link to it. I'm not very good with this computer stuff, so I will try to put the link in the comment section of this if I can figure out how to do it. But just bear with me here. I'm just, this is just something I really enjoy doing. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy giving out my takes and my information, and then you can just use it how you will. So in this little show, I'm going to do a UFC 320 recap, which is going to be a little painful. And then I'm going to go over a couple of fights on the Dana White Contender Series. I will 100% be straight up and admit I don't know a lot of these fighters a lot. I use a lot of information and actually a lot of information from people that I trust with what I would call lower level MMA or regional scene MMA. So I have a couple people that I really go to big time for, like for instance, for LFA or Octagon or Cage Fury or Invicta, all these lower level MMA outlets that I personally don't have as much information on. So saying that, let's do the painful 320 recap. So I did get the over on the Prohashka, the over 1.5 rounds. We got that right at minus 140. We got the Marab Diavashvili decision prop right, or even fight to end by unanimous decision. So I should have gave out the takedown prop. I ended up doing it as a small wager myself. I ended up doing 10 plus at a plus 400. Unfortunately, I didn't give any of that out. And sometimes that's what happens, is you just don't give the stuff out, but then you do it on the side and it hits. That's the shitty part about this sport, in sports wagering. The Ankalaev fight, man, I wish I would have stuck to my guns. The beginning of the week, I gave out plus 5.5 on Alex Pereira, and then I backtracked on it. And I wish I would have gone with it. Obviously, hindsight is 2020, and it's easy to say now, but yeah, we got the over 3.5 wrong. We got the Ankalaev money line and over 1.5 rounds wrong. I do recall saying in the video, if you're going to bet Alex, bet him by knockout, but it's not like I gave it out, so I can't take credit for that. And then our parlays, we went 1-3. Was not very good at all, unfortunately. The only one we got right was the Chiasson over 2.5 rounds and the Merab over 4.5 rounds. I did bet the Merab fight to go to decision live at a minus 200. Granted, the odds sucked, but when Corey Sandhagen was on his deathbed, I believe second round maybe, it was live at a minus 200. But so yeah, I mean the parlays weren't the best, 1-3. So it wasn't the greatest card for me, but hopefully you guys stick with me, and over the long haul, we will definitely make a little money. So on to Dana White Contender Series, Week 9. First fight is probably a squash match. Pergantino versus Fernandez. From what I can see, Pergantino hasn't fought anybody. I believe Fernandez came from Cage Fury, if I'm not mistaken, which is a pretty good, lower level MMA outlet here in the States. I would look for a KO prop if you have it. Unfortunately, in New York State, I can't even bet this. So I have one offshore book that has limited options. They've got money lines and over and unders, and that's it. Last week, I was on vacation in Virginia, and I had every option you could think of. It was the greatest thing ever. So if you have a KO prop, use it as a parlay piece on Fernandez. Even first round KO, I don't mind, because I am using the under 1.5 rounds as a parlay piece. And I'll show that at the end of the show. So I see this as a squash match for Fernandez, KO first round. Second fight of the night, Hendrick versus Diaz. I don't really have a stake in this fight. I don't really know much about these two. It's a 50-50 fight, and the odds are saying that. And now that money's coming in on the Hendrick side, and you can get Diaz at plus money, I'd probably lean towards Diaz. And if Diaz goes up to like a plus 125 or a plus 130, I might actually throw a couple bucks on it. Hendricks is coming in on short notice. Diaz is more on a full camp, I believe. So I'm going to side with Diaz here. It's just a lean. And then our next one we got here. This one I do have a little stake on. Martinetti versus Vologden. I was hoping money would come in on Martinetti and make Vologden even money. I thought for sure after the weigh-ins, everyone would see Vologden's only 5'5". He doesn't have the reach that Martinetti has. That maybe money would come in on Martinetti, but it really hasn't. It keeps on coming in on Vologden. I got him at minus 140 yesterday. He's now a minus 150. I still like it, but I would also consider pairing it with something else. And I will bring this up right here. I've got Vologden money line minus 150. If you pair it with Fernandez money line, which is a minus 1,000, it does bring it down to a minus 120. But if you have an option to pair the Vologden fight with the Fernandez fight to end by KO, I believe the KO prop in that Vologden fight is a minus 400. So that would probably bring it down to even money if you want to do that. I mean, if you're a sucker for even money like I am, I would consider doing that. But I definitely do like Vologden money line. And then this next fight, Rodriguez versus Sensei, or however how you say his last name. Um, I've actually used Rodriguez as a parlay piece already, but after doing a little more research on this fight, this is probably more of a 50-50 fight, but Rodriguez is still like a minus 230. So I'm going to lead Rodriguez, but at a minus 230, I would not recommend it at all. I'm going to ride out my parlay I've got and just hope that it cashes. So I'm not giving that parlay out though, because I don't like it anymore, or I don't like it as much as I did the other day when I played it. So that one I'm not going to give out. And I mean, it's probably a stay away fight for me. It could be a sneaky over. I'm at plus money though. The over 2.5 is like a plus 120, I believe. I think. Yeah, I believe so. So then we've already touched base on the Martinetti fight. Oh, we're down to the last fight. Wow, that was fast. So we got Caldes versus Zainikov. Zainikov is Russian, but he doesn't wrestle, from what I can tell. Caldas is a huge underdog, plus 300, and I think he's live to win this in the first round. There's a couple ways I'd play this fight. Under 1.5 rounds with Caldas winning by knockout, if you can do that. Like if you can get that at like a plus 400, I'd do that. And then if you can't, then I'd play the over 1.5 at a plus 130. I think if Zainikov wins, I think it goes a little bit longer. I could very well be wrong on that, but that's the way I see it. If I get my parlay right that I'm going to give out here in a minute, then I might play the over 1.5 on this fight just for the hell of it, just for something to do, just to have a stake on the last fight. Yeah, I'll do that sometimes. So my 2-piece parlay is going to be this. I should have done a bigger one for it. It is going to be the Vologden versus Luna fight over 1.5 rounds, and the Fernandez fight under 1.5 rounds. And if I'm not mistaken, that's going to be the first night, the first fight, and the third fight, I think, or fourth fight. So, yeah, I've got the over 1.5 on Vologden, the under 1.5 on the Fernandez fight, because I got limited options. So that comes out to a minus 120. So I like that a lot as a little 2-piece parlay to have something for tonight's card. And those are my plays. Please, once again, not to bug people or anything like that, but please, if you could, on your way in or on your way out, please hit the like. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It'll really help me out and grow this channel greatly. And once again, I greatly appreciate all the views from UFC 320. And I'm looking forward to growing this channel and delivering some info to everybody to use ever how you may. Hey, hope these go good tonight. Please leave me a message, good or bad. I mean, it's the only way to get better at this is by all the feedback. So I hope everybody has a great day, and we will see you on Friday for UFC Fight Night, and I will already say that I'm biased towards Charles Oliveira. But peace out, everybody. Have a good day.